Hey, what's up, you guys? It's that podcast with LPiddy and Jon Jon.
What?
We are here with a special episode. This was supposed to be this is episode 30.
Yeah, this is episode 30. Hashtag breaking news.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
So, yes, folks, for those of you who know us, we usually do these about weekly.
Yes.
But we have a special edition today.
Yes, we do.
Because there's drama with
Tanagram.
It's definitely Tanacon.
Tanagram.
It's not. I don't know that it's Tanagram either.
I would go to a Tanagram concert or convention.
But I think you're making up things. I'm not sure where that concert would be. What's a Tanagram?
A Tanagram, like in school where you had like the little shapes and you put them together and you take the shapes to make things. That's a Tanagram, I think.
Is that a Tanagram? I don't know.
Well, we'll look it up later.
We've talked about it before. I am stupid. Triple O.
Yes.
A Tanagram.
Yes.
So this is what we're actually talking about, folks. Is the Tanacon.
Yes.
That was recently
canceled.
Canceled. It was slated to take place June 22nd and June 23rd.
Yes.
At the Anaheim Marriott Suites in Anaheim, California. Right. As kind of like a protest convention.
Exactly. To Vidcon.
So Vidcon, to be very clear, we do not have strong feelings for either.
Exactly.
Everything that we're going to be talking about today are things that are posted all over social media regarding the drama. So
real quick, have you ever been to Vidcon?
I've never been to Vidcon.
I have not either. I've always wanted to go.
Vidcon, if you're listening, please invite us. Yes. Our studio audience would love that.
See, give it up. Yes.
So Tana, in essence, created this Tanacon I would say, in pseudo-protest of VidCon, right? Just because of how the creators were treated.
Go ahead. Which, those claims are valid, you know
totally
what I mean?
Legit.
Like, I get it. That sucks that a creator has to be kicked out because fans are following them.
Because there's two crowds and they're, quote, inciting a riot. And the irony behind all that is the reason they got kicked out was for security purposes. Yeah. Right? And then the irony, and we'll get into it here in just a few seconds, about Tanacon. So that's Tana Monjo, I think it's how you pronounce it.
I don't know.
Monjo.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not a fan. I'm not saying that I hate her. Well, previously I didn't hate her. Hate is a strong word, or dislike her. I just really didn't follow her. So when I listened to the tea about this being created in the first place, I was like, "Oop, this is gonna be fun."
And there was only 2 or 3 months in total for her to pull off this convention. She's doing it in conjunction with a company called Good Times, and they have, I guess, a Good Times convention and all this on their website.
She should have done it with the burger company. That would have gone a lot smoother.
That's exactly right. So much. Right. So much. And we're going to get into the drama, but in essence, it was supposed to take place this weekend.
Yes.
A whole bunch of featured creators were supposed to be there.
The big one was Shane Dawson, which we just talked about, too. We knew he was going to be on there,
But Shane Dawson, of course, his partner Ryland Adams, Elijah Daniel, Christine Sedelko, Bella Thorne, Miranda Sings. I mean, just a grip of YouTube celebrities.
Casey Neistat, is that how you say his last name?
Neistat.
Yeah, he's a huge vlogger. Like, everybody references him. Shane references him in his films, too. So, they had big names.
Huge. I mean, it was really, really bonkers. I couldn't believe how many they had in comparison to VidCon, actually.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, Tana put up on her website, rumor has it, 5,000 tickets that were slated for $0.
Right.
And there was an additional group of tickets. So the $0 tickets, folks, those were called the Featured Creator Pass, and they were $0. And then there was the expletive, that's fucking creator, content badge or something like that. That was about $65 to $75.
Okay.
And a grip of people had purchased those as well. So a lot of the population did not pay. A lot of the other population did pay, and that was kind of like the VIP in essence. Exactly.
But here's the thing. When you have your people who didn't pay, but they got tickets, even if they didn't pay. Well, what had happened was, 15,000 or 20,000 people who did not have tickets at all, free or paid for, just showed up.
That's right. So at the Anaheim Marriott, 20,000 people were outside. And of the 20,000, 15,000 were unticketed, meaning they did not even get the free ticket online.
Exactly.
Which is bonkers.
Right. And I mean, if you hear something free, I would have probably done the same thing too.
Just
but I probably would have checked ahead and been like, oh, what do I need to do to get in for free?
Totally.
But let's think about it, guys. If I'm like, hey, I got free shit down here, come on down, you're going to come. Like, there's going to be a big group of people. You can't say free.
Oh, absolutely.
And expect nobody to show up.
And not to generalize, right? But YouTube has a huge population that's young teenage girls.
Exactly.
So what better to do on a Friday, Saturday than cruise to Anaheim and see your YouTubers?
Right.
It's all free.
Exactly. If I'm going to Anaheim, I'm going to Disneyland, just to be honest.
Oh, that's a good idea. Disney!
How you doing?
Hello. But yeah, so there's a couple videos that we've been reposting and retweeting and all that fun stuff. Remember, the conversation happens at #thatpodcast. And in this case, it's going to be #Tanacon. That's TANACON.
Or Tanagram.
Or Tanagram. And you will find just a selfie of LPiddy.
As a Tanagram.
As a Tanagram. But yeah, so all these people showed up, to your point, and they're getting sunburned in the parking lot.
Yeah. No food or water is provided.
That's right.
Right.
This would be the time, girl, to be a fucking food truck.
Right?
Oh, shit, can you imagine?
Do we have a food truck? Can we roll down there?
That's right. Or those really cute Hispanic women outside the Rockies games. They're like, water.
Right. Or when we were in L.A., they had those hot dogs. I did kind of want to try one, but I'm not a hot dog fan.
Yeah, you West Coast folks know. I know we have a lot of viewers on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Those hot dogs wrapped in bacon, and then they put all those veggies in it. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Bless those folks.
Give it up, fake audience. And LPiddy.
Thank you. Yay, bacon.
So that's the first thing. So rumor had it, once you got in, the hotel could only house, of this 5,000 people,
right,
max 1,000 people.
Exactly.
Which is crazy. It was in a ballroom in a hotel, girl.
Right. Like, you can't say, oh, we're going to have 5,000 people. You can't go over their occupancy, because that's a fire hazard. It's against the fire code. You won't get firefighters in there and be like, get everybody out. So this was not a surprise.
No way. Girl, you and I host things in banquet rooms.
Thank you.
I mean, right, so Tana Mojo is in millions and millions of followers, and she thinks that she's going to fit all these people.
Right. I've been in different Marriotts. I don't know. Don't judge me. I don't know. Marriott's a great hotel. But I've been...
She's a hooker.
I'm a hooker. Surprise! No, I'm not. I'm definitely not.
She's not a hooker. Disclaimer, she's not.
I'm not. I'm too lazy. No, just kidding. I'm just not a hooker. But I've performed in a Marriott. Like, when they take down the walls and stuff like that. I've seen pageants in Marriotts.
Absolutely.
You can't fit that. Yeah. Like...
No way.
The ones that I've been is like 300 people. So for them to have a big enough space for almost 1,000 people, that's great.
Bonkers.
There's one down where I used to go to school that has a convention center attached to it.
See, that makes sense, right? It's a real convention center.
Exactly.
But who, but the other part of me is also like, who would have thought that many people showed with no tickets? I mean, yes, now in hindsight, we're like, obviously, it's free, the demographic, but man, 20,000 people outside of Marriott. I mean, how bonkers is that?
And they're saying, I think the big thing that's making me mad, I feel so bad for the fans.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you didn't have food or water. You were outside, so there's health issues. You're getting sunburned. That could lead to skin cancer. Like, there's so many things. Like heat stroke. Like, let's think about this. You should have been more prepared.
Why does heat stroke bother you so much? Is this a topic close to home?
It is a topic.
Tell me why, LPiddy.
I've yelled at him before. So my brother, season 29, he was on The Amazing Race.
#Amazing Race.
Yes,
that's
that
right.
was the one where they had random partners and stuff like that, which his partner, Becca, actually lived in the same city as he did. So
oh, how crazy.
I know, right?
And so it was Becca and Floyd, and they were what? Team Fun, is that right?
Team Fun. Cool. #Team Fun.
Team Fun. Hi.
But they were in Vietnam. And my brother forgot to drink water, pretty much is what it was.
Floydy.
He's going to kill me when he hears this. He doesn't prepare too well, and you know this, Floyd. Don't
play, Floyd.
Right. Do not play. But he had a heat stroke while he was out
Poor
there, and that's why he got out. Spoiler alert, but I mean, it's been 2 seasons. So.
I mean, come on, you got to, if you're not. Right. But yeah, no, that was crazy.
Yeah.
That was such a bummer. And you know what's funny? That was like one of those things, you never saw that coming. You're like, this team looks like they're in shape.
Right.
They rock it out. They're young. They're fresh.
No.
And there go for Floyd going down.
Right. So my brother did do some training, but I mean, you can't always prepare for a heat stroke.
No way.
But I mean, you can if you drink water too. But it was it was super hot out and super humid, and I'm just he's gonna kick my ass.
That's okay. Well, Floyd, you know we love you.
Yes, we love you. He's currently on vacation right now, so
good for him.
He'll be back soon.
Very nice. You're absolutely right. I mean, the possibility of heat stroke. And at one point, there was still the line, and people were not being let into the building
so
because of that capacity.
I mean, you'll look if you look up on Twitter right now, and you look at Tanagramcon, you're gonna see
Tanacon.
Tanagramcon.
Tanacon.
I'm
at least you're saying Tanacon.
I know that's true. Yeah, Tana, because I called it Tana, and I apologize on that one. That was my bad. I just don't know. Yeah, it's Tana.
Tana. Tana. Tana. Shake. I'll give it up, audience.
What are we talking about?
So Tanacon.
So yes, people on Twitter, like, if you bought VIP passes, they didn't even get to get in.
No.
Like,
oh my goodness. I would have been, as I like go away from the microphone, but I would have been saying, oh no. But this Tanacon stuff is crazy. There's a ton of videos too online, so check those out. I mean, I think it's really it sends a different message of what's going on. I definitely think Tana is regretful of some of the things.
Right. Well, and here's the big thing is that she planned this in a month. Is that accurate to say?
I believe it was like 2 to 3
Still
in
not
total.
enough time.
But you're exactly right. You do not have that much time.
You can't, like, I know there's beef between her and VidCon. You can't take that negative feeling and that malice and make something else and just be like, okay, we're good to go. You had a management company that
absolutely
did not check all the boxes.
You're right.
Like, you had basic stuff to check, and y'all did not check it. You didn't prepare. You didn't give yourself enough time to prepare. You knew better. You knew the risk. Don't come out here and say, like, oh, we didn't expect this. Well, then you didn't do your research.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be doing this. You need to get out of that business and go possibly not work at Good Times Burgers, because they're a good company that pays really good starting.
Oh, no, it's good for them.
Yes.
But you're exactly right, LPiddy. I mean, for this kind of caliber of event. Tanagram. You've got to plan. You cannot go down this path and not. And it just breaks my heart because she is just getting ripped a new one all over social media.
Right.
Including friends like
Sorry,
Shane.
I was drinking water.
Oh, yum. You're not going to have heat stroke.
I'm not.
I'm going to have a sip of my Pepsi.
Ooh. ASMR. ASMR. If we had the video running, it would be mukbang.
Hashtag mukbang. So yeah, folks. So that's that. But then, LPiddy and I got really Nancy Drew on it.
Yes, we did. We did some investigation.
Oh, let's get some Nancy Drew music in the background as we talk about this.
I'm just gonna do that. I didn't mean to run my phone into here.
So yeah, as we Nancy Drew it, girl. Tell me some things that you've heard.
I can't hear myself. Oh, it stopped us. Great. Okay, there we go. For some reason, it stopped. It's texting feedback. Okay, that was awkward as hell. Sorry about that, guys.
The craziest thing ever.
Right. So I've been stalking on Twitter about this. So there was one tweet that I wanted to shout out. This is from Nick. His handle, that's what it's called, is Nick Curtis. Hi, Nick Curtis. So he says, I was driving home from Tanacon. Tanagram was because Tanacon was canceled and my car overheated and I can't get home. Tana, I'm ready to cry and I can't even afford to breathe. So people shelled out some money to get here. But a lot of people are really praising Sean, really?
Sean, you are winning today.
I've been working today. Like, I left work. I was catching up at work and I left because I was like, oh, we gotta go. We gotta talk about this. But Shane Dawson was just been a gem about this whole thing. Like, he's the only one so far who has really, made a big impact and said something, and he was like, I'm gonna make it up to you guys, we'll figure it out. And then he also announced that he's releasing a third book.
Oh my word, how exciting.
I know. So thank you, Shane, for being, aka Sean, thank you, Shane, for being so positive about this. We're still playing the music.
Yeah, we got you're Nancy Drew in it. This is very good.
Okay, all right.
And there's a ton of things along with all of that. We did end up getting an official statement from this Good Time production company, and it is as follows. Hello to everyone joining us in Anaheim this weekend. Again, we are so grateful for each and every one of you who showed up to support Tanacon and Tana's dream of inclusivity. Due to an overwhelming and unexpected response of over 15,000 unregistered guests arriving to the venue Friday morning, unfortunately, inclusivity to everyone became a safety hazard for the exact people we wanted to accommodate. Our team has worked around the clock to find a solution to accommodate everyone safely and fairly. But at this point in time, there's no way to continue our weekend at Tanacon as is without risking the safety of all of our featured creators, which is our number one priority. At this time, we are working on a way to make this up to every single one of you. For questions regarding refunds, please email Tanacon at goodtimes.live. Another announcement will follow at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Which we haven't seen that update yet.
No, we haven't. I am doing a quick refresh, and I see nothing else.
I'm going to read a couple more
Please do.
tweets. So I have one here. This one is a good one because we do have to realize that Tana is still a human. So Tanacon is canceled, and I feel so bad for Tanacon or Tana Mongo.
Mongo.
Yeah.
Monjo. Tana Monjo.
Tan D Graham.
Tan D Graham.
Her birthday is tomorrow, and all she wanted was to spend it with the people who love her the most. I don't care who is wrong. It sucks to deal with all the hate when it's literally your birthday.
Wow.
So that was from
that's a really good point too.
At Mary Berry 09. So I mean that's a good point. But here's the thing. She needs to take responsibility for her actions. I don't even think she's said anything.
No, nothing since the cancellation officially, and that's kind of making people bonkers.
Right, and then I think I saw a video of like her management company that she was working with, and they were like, yeah, there's nothing we can do. And I get that there's nothing you can do, but like they're like, yeah, we literally haven't slept over this, we don't know we don't know what else to do. But they like they didn't look professional. Like, I'm not here to judge like anybody's clothing choices or anything like that, like the way they look and stuff like that, but
no way.
If you're a management company and you're trying to hold yourself up to a certain
epsilon
exactly, you could have came out with the least jeans. They came out in sweats. Some girl had a messy bun, which looked super cute. Go ahead, girl.
Very cute. Very
but like, and
fashion.
then this guy is like trying to yell to this big crowd of people with no microphone, camera in his face. Like it was, people are angry.
Yeah, people were really upset, and they were chanting. A rumor has it there's some riots that were occurring. We want refunds. We want refunds.
Yes.
We want Tana was another chant, and you know it's just unfortunate that this is how it had to go down.
Right. And I mean, I wasn't a fan of her before, and I'm definitely not a fan of her now, just because I've seen how she treated her fans. But even with us doing this right now, we're giving her so much publicity. So
we really are.
I mean,
and thank you for the views.
You're welcome. But hopefully she bounces back from this and learns from this. Like next time, if you're going to decide to do this, give yourself a year to actually get this taken care of. There was one video I watched where this girl was saying, like, we were promised with VIP we were going to get gift bags that were quadruple the price of the price we paid for the VIP badge, and all they got was like a wristband and a condom and a phone grip. And I was like, I want the phone grip.
That's what I want.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. There is an ongoing thread right now at CACAS middle name, and it's kind of an ongoing thread. It says everything wrong with Tanagram. And it's crazy. Even the night before, they changed registration from 8 a.m. to 6 a.m. Literally the night before, and they didn't start registering anyone until 8:50 a.m. It's crazy.
Right.
The FFCs, which are those featured fucking creators, the ones who paid money, found out earlier this week that despite paying that extra money for the line skipping, they're not guaranteed to meet anyone, even with the meet and greet. And reserved.
But wasn't that what she was like fighting for too?
Yeah, and this reserved meet and greet sold out in minutes.
Yeah.
So look what you're doing to your fans, girl.
You're just contradicting yourself really with this. Like, that's so sad.
Yeah, and this was sad. No creator schedule was checked for clashes with that VidCon, like you were mentioning, right?
I know Christine Soldelka. Wow, I can't say her name today. She already had stuff planned, so she's like, I'm very glad I had stuff planned because it was canceled already. So exactly.
Oh man, it is just a bummer.
Just a bummer. Like, that sucks so bad. But like, you can't be. I don't even know. It's just so unprofessional. It's so unprofessional. Like, you're saying, oh, we're going to change the times the night before. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. What were you doing? I feel like you planned nothing.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're spot on, LPiddy. And you and I have done plenty of events with plenty of people.
Yes.
And it's just crazy that this event took this turn.
The only positive thing I heard was Tana married someone.
Yeah. So Tana did become an ordained minister. Give it up.
Yes, she did. And she married the Tanagrams.
The Tanagrams.
I'm just going to keep using this.
And she actually didn't know what was going on outside. But they apparently, in total, had one banquet room and all the other vendors were in the hallway. What a crazy debacle. If you left the hallway to go to the restroom or get water, you were kicked out.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah, so it was down one hallway. If you went down to the restroom or to get some water, you were kicked out of the facility.
So you're not allowed to use the bathroom.
Exactly, which was so bonkers, and there's more threads going on that. And if these things are true, you guys...
That's a health violation.
Absolutely, you can't go down that path.
Right. And then I think it's required that you offer water. Hopefully they did offer water. Marriott's really good about that. This is not sponsored, first of all. But Marriott is very good about that. Even if you don't ask for water, they are going to bring you water.
Yeah.
They're going to make you drink.
At Wolverine's Ivan says, Tanacon is a mess. I'm sorry. First bullet, no room to walk anywhere. Second, it's literally one hallway of stuff. Third, security says you have to walk one way and exit to go the other way. Fourth, we got in an hour late. Last, nothing to eat.
Wow. I think I also saw a tweet, and I should have saved it, but I was just in the moment when I found this out. But there was one girl who was like, we're actually staying in the Marriott where this is happening for Tanacon, and we just want to go to our rooms. They're not allowing us to go to our rooms.
Unreal. Yeah, there's so many videos out, which is exactly why LPiddy and I got together today.
We were like, this is crazy. This is not right. So I think the thing that needs to happen, first of all, is a refund.
I'm going to give you some passionate music as you say this.
Oh, yes. Here, I'll wait. As we go on, Tana give all the refunds. Refund. And then take 2 years to actually plan and get this correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, this is not going to be as sweet anymore.
Yeah, no, I think that whole thing, unfortunately, was a bit of a disaster. Again, I or LPiddy were not there directly to have an opinion on a live event, but we were definitely thinking about doing our travels to there. So we are both, for the lack of better words, grateful we did not go.
Right, because I mean, we, as you guys know, we went to DragCon.
Yeah.
Even though we were there as media, we still had to pay to get out there. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean, and pay to stay and stuff like that. So if we were to do that and. Like, I don't even know what the media situation would have been there. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It sounds like there would not have been.
Exactly.
But the irony behind all this is if you try to go to Tanacon.com, it is right now for sale for $54,000, $320.
Jesus.
I don't know how you said that. $54,320. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
English is hard.
Right. I don't know. I've been working today.
So yeah, if you go to Tanacon.com, you can see it directly for yourself. So if you have an extra $55,000 to spare,
right, buy it.
Buy Tanacon, girl. But yeah, the Tanacon hashtag is blown up, and really, again, none of these opinions are any direct reflection on Tana, anyone associated with it. We don't want you going spilling hate on all that mess.
Right, which people are. So take a moment to reflect. Be like, I think Mary Berry is what her name was, but like be like her and like look at her side of things too. But then again...
And you have to realize at the end of the day, why did Tana do this? Not for money, because she wasn't charging for tickets.
No.
And so it was for her fans. So that's, I think, an important thing to remember, although it was a total shit show.
Right.
At the end of the day, her intentions were good. And that's kind of what I said earlier, right? I said, you know, even the best intentions can be, you know, not the best.
Right.
To say it as eloquent as I said this whole Tanacon thing is a perfect example of a good intentions gone. Not so good.
Not so good.
Yeah.
I mean, really, all that needs to happen is she should have prepared better.
No doubt.
And hopefully she prepared to give out refunds. If she does not give out refunds...
That's going to be drama.
That's going to be drama. That's going to be lawsuits. It's going to be lawsuits. It's really
Absolutely.
what it is. And I know that not only is this going to be lawsuits in regards to refunds, but the people that were standing out in the sun that didn't get any water, that may have health issues right now.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's going to be crazy. So
I'm curious the future backlash, because right now it's all kind of immediate.
Exactly.
And the event is supposed to be basically ending today, and it did.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first, folks. Tanacon has officially been canceled. That's right. Tanacon is no longer happening. Scheduled for yesterday and today. Shut down early yesterday and shut down completely for today. So
yeah, and I would like to say, like, you know, people are like wondering, like, what is Vidcon going to say about this? Vidcon don't care.
No, Vidcon posted a very funny picture today of a very clean line into Vidcon.
Right. They're allowed to be shady. Like, I know they have their problems. They have stuff to work on as well. They're still working on it, but they still have a good convention.
Yep. I've always believed this, and this is going to get a little sappy. But if you ever, I've done a lot of events, a lot of projects, everything. And not that to say negativity doesn't fuel some aspect of your motivation. you can never be successful when you are working in a place of revenge.
Exactly.
And I am not saying that she did this with Tanacon.
Right.
But it feels, looks, and kind of...
Yeah. If it looks like it and smells like it, it might be it.
It might be it. And so that's been always my... the reason I've done so well with my books and things like that was not because I wanted to...
Like,
one
this
up
is to you, George!
Yeah, I knew there was an opening and I wanted to get it...
just remember.
Yeah, out to the world. So... I've always believed that. It's like it always has to start with a place of good.
Right.
There could be secondary intentions, right? Like yeah, they're gonna see me when I'm up there.
Right. Exactly. But it's like more of a jokey thing, like, you know, like, oh yeah, I got you, whatever. But it's not like I'm gonna do this to show VidCon that I could do it better than you, which.
And then the irony behind all this is it ended up getting shut down by the fire marshal.
Yeah. Due
to being a safety hazard.
Exactly.
And you and I are big proponents of this. Safety is always first.
Exactly.
You know, I mean, not to get all like...
Right. I mean, well, we'll have... personally for us, we'll have chats before big events for us too.
Absolutely.
Like, hey, let's make sure we know what's going on. We
know your exits, be vigilant.
Exactly. Wear comfortable shoes. If you got to get out, you got to get out. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it sucks that's the world we live in today, but
you have to be hyper aware of everything going wrong.
And then drink tequila.
Amen to that. Give it up, fake audience.
Yes, thank you.
Well, hey folks, you guys know you guys can find me at Jon Jon Lannon.
Yes, and you can find me at LPiddy.
And together we are hashtag that podcast.
Let us know if you have any questions or comments about this too,
For
or if
sure.
you are somebody that is listening to this that went to TanaGramCon,
Tanacon.
I literally have to say Tanagram to say her name right. That's what it is. Yeah.
GramCon.
TanaGramCon.
So it's actually Tanacon, folks.
Oh yeah, it's really Tanacon. Well, it's actually not a thing now, but that's
a good point. It's actually nothing. It's hashtag not a thing.
But like, let us know your opinions too. Just
definitely,
because this is so crazy.
It's nuts. An official convention got canceled.
Exactly. But I do want to turn this around as a positive note.
Please do.
Let's get away from Tanacon for a second. Good news for us. Our shirts came in.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yes. So.
I'm like, where is she going with this? She nailed it. Give it up, fake audience.
I'm holding my shirt right now. I haven't put it on yet.
So we will post a picture of that shirt both on my LPiddy's Instagram and my own. Did I say my and LPiddy's?
Yeah.
And then my own.
We don't share one. Get off my Instagram.
No, get off my Insta. So it'll be on LPiddy's Instagram with a picture of it, on mine, of course, as well.
Yes.
And if you go to hashtag that podcast, you can, of course, find the link.
Yes.
Of course.
That was beautiful, actually.
Of course.
Yes,
so it's very cool. They're available on the website for just $30, and they ship with that cost. And we're so excited. They look so cute.
So cute.
So buy our merch, y'all. Give it up.
Yes. And then, I have other merch to show up, but it's not our merch, so never mind.
So we will post that. Thank you guys so much for listening to this quick episode.
I know you guys can hear the fire truck. It's not for Tanacon. Don't worry. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Emergency.
Thank you.
Forge. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Yes. This is That Podcast, and we'll talk to you soon. But other than that,
bye.